In this video, I'm going to share with you why I think offering website creation services can be a great way to start your own business and escape the rat race. Hello, I'm your host Casey. I'm a digital alchemist, and in this video, I want to share with you why I believe starting your own website creation service can be the foot in the door to becoming an entrepreneur. Sure, when we think about online entrepreneurship, the first thing that comes to mind is startups, affiliate marketing, dropshipping, funnels, apps, systems, and all the magic words that we're being fed all day long. And they're a great way to make money, but it can take time before you actually make your first dollar. So one way to make the transition from the 9-to-5 employee to being your own boss is to start freelancing by offering your services in exchange for money. Now, a word of caution here. Freelancing is not easy, and you're probably going to work way more hours at the beginning than you did in your job, so it's not for everybody. But if you're determined to change your life and your situation, I honestly believe that this is one of the most straightforward ways to get started without wasting a lot of time. Plus, it can be a lot of fun and your entry to the free world. Now, in a future video, we'll see how you can actually hire freelancers to do the production work for you. But in this video, we'll focus on the scenario where you are just one person company and you need to be able to deliver websites to your clients with minimal outside help. Also, we live in a day and age when it's never been easier to start a business, and to start freelancing. A few years ago, rolling on your own was a little more scary and complicated, especially if you did not have a lot of money up front. But nowadays, you can get started for a fraction of the cost, and if you work in the web design or development industry, all you need is a decent computer and some apps to make it happen. And sure, you're in better shoes if you have a good budget under your belt, but with all the free software available, you can get started for a few $100s. But a word about free tools later in this video. Now, think for a second about what our grandparents and their parents had to go through. No internet, no cheap Facebook ads, no social media, and yet some of them managed to get it working. So which excuse do we have today? Competition? Of course, competition is tough because nowadays everyone starts their agency. But the truth is, how many of those offer real quality? How many of your competitors are ready to do what it takes to offer outstanding value, keep up with current trends, and offer websites that are pleasing visually, well crafted technically, and most of all, that are conversion optimized? Now, if you start seeing things that way, you will notice that your competition will shrink considerably. Now, of course, that also means that you must be good at what you do, but what if you're just average? Well, get better at it. There's no excuse today with the ton of training that you can get from the comfort of your chair, whether free on YouTube or premium on Udemy, lynda.com, or other similar platforms. And that's why I started this video by saying that it can be a good transition from employee to entrepreneur because there's a lesson to be learned here. You need to outwork your competition. You need to constantly seek how you can get better at what you do so that the day you hire your first employees or freelancers, you'll be able to pass on that mentality and make it a core pillar of your company. Because if you, the business owner, if you are not motivated enough to make your business better day by day, do you honestly think that someone who comes working for you to make you richer will be motivated? So if you want to start selling website creation services, the first step, in my opinion, is to make sure you deliver quality. And for that, you need to practice a lot as an ongoing learning. What I advise is that you start browsing the web and bookmarking websites that stand out from the rest, and then try to replicate those for practicing purposes only, not for real websites, so that you can get better at it. And then you will get better at it with the real websites. Now, giving a one-size-fits-all advice, is complicated because I don't know how good you are at creating websites, how long you've been doing that, or whether you are more of a designer or more of a developer, or a mix of both, and so on. What I can tell you though is that, in my opinion, if you want to start freelancing by selling website creation services, even though we have fantastic tools that I recommend and that I will talk about later in this video, You should, in my opinion, at the very least learn HTML and CSS. And I'm saying that because more and more I come across individuals that offer website creation services, but when you dig deeper, you find out that they only know how to use the tools that will help them build websites, but they have no knowledge of how it works behind the scenes, no knowledge of HTML, CSS, and that, in my opinion, is not ideal because if you don't know how it works, how will you troubleshoot it? How will you get creative beyond what the tools offer you? HTML and CSS are very simple, and it can be learned very fast. Now, I don't believe in, too much theory. For me, the best way to learn something is to actually create a project. So you could start by creating a simple HTML, CSS project. In my opinion, that's the very minimum you should do. It will tremendously help you in your website creation service business. And later, if you're up for it, go back to your HTML CSS project that we just talked about and learn how you can use a language like PHP and a database to make it dynamic. Now, you don't have to do it, but it's just that in my opinion, it really helps. You can do the same thing for JavaScript, which I suck at, by the way. But the idea here is just to grasp the concepts, understand the logic, and be familiar with troubleshooting and searching for the correct info for implementation in your projects. Now, if you don't have money, you can learn most of that here on YouTube for free. Zero.
Nada.
Plus, there are some websites out there, that will give you free basic training. The only downside, in my opinion, is that the information is scattered all around and not everybody is good at teaching, so you will need to do a lot of digging up to find resources that will match your current level and needs. But it's free. Now, if you do have some money to learn, but in a more logical and incremental way, then I strongly recommend Team Treehouse. And by the way, this video is not sponsored by Team Treehouse, but I've personally used that service a few years ago and really loved the experience because it helps you build up skills incrementally at your pace, and also it lets you track the progress. And cherry on the cake, it's ridiculously cheap in my opinion, starting at $25 per month. Now think about it, if you are committed enough, I believe that in 6 months or less, for those who are really motivated, you could build up your skills to a level that would allow you to up your game and start your freelancing business. Now, if you think that sounds too good to be true, that you'll find a link in the description of this video for a trial offer so that you can try it for free and see for yourself. This is an affiliate link, which means that if you click on my link and do end up subscribing to their services, I will get a commission, but I want to make clear that first, I only recommend Team Treehouse because I've used it myself in the past and it has tremendously helped me. And two, it doesn't cost you anything extra, you pay exactly the same price, but I do get a commission, which in turn helps me keeping on producing free content for this channel. Now, I'm recommending Team Treehouse to learn the basic concepts, not for you to create websites from scratch, each and every time that you land a customer, because that would be overkill and time consuming, in my opinion, and, not to mention, hardly manageable for your customers. Now, luckily, we have great tools, which I will speak about deeper in dedicated videos, but nowadays I mainly work with two combos. The Divi theme and its Divi page builder, and the Astra Pro theme with the Elementor Pro theme builder. Now, just like for Team Treehouse, you will find affiliate links in the description of this video, but I'm recommending these combos because these two combos are such game changers that I wish I had a few years ago when I got started, and I just love it, And this comes from someone who's had to craft many websites manually or with bloated WordPress themes, so that's why I fell in love with both Divi and the Elementor Astra combo. Now, you will find a lot of diehard fans in each camp, but personally, I love both, and I use them in different situations. Also, the fact that these two have been in constant competition lately is beneficial for us because, they bring more and more features and they're pushing the limits week after week. Nowadays, I find myself using both for different scenarios, and sometimes I even use the two combos on the same website. Divi offers a lifetime plan, which in my opinion is a steal, so I would highly recommend you get it if you're serious about starting a website creation service. Now, unfortunately, Elementor does not offer a lifetime plan, but it's worth every penny because at the time of recording this video, it has big advantage over Divi. And This is the fact that it is not only a page builder, but also a theme builder, which means that you can, alter the look of your headers and footers, archive pages, 404 pages, WooCommerce pages, and much more with a ton of granular options. And that's, to me, is a dream come true. Now, Elegant Themes, the company behind Divi, have already announced that they will offer the same features in the future, so keep watching out for that. Now, another big difference between Divi and Elementor is that Divi is both a WordPress theme and a page builder, so you get it all in one package. Elementor, on the other hand, is a page and theme builder, but not a theme. And although they have created a very simple theme called Hello, and that you can download for free on their GitHub repository, in my opinion, it lacks the bells and whistles that a theme can offer. So for that, I use the Astra theme, which is made by Brainstorm Force, the company that creates great WordPress plugins. The Astra Pro theme is well coded, uses minimal requests that make your site faster, and I like the fact that you can activate or deactivate features you need or don't need to make your website even cleaner and faster. Now, you can get Astra free, but it lacks the features like sticky header, transparent header, or the ability to have different headers for different pages of your website. So if you can afford it, get the Pro version, for which they offer different plans. If you really want to start creating websites as a business, I would advise you to get the agency plan while you can, either annually or even better, the lifetime plan. Because on top of Astra Pro, you also get access to all the current and future premium plugins such as Convert Pro, which is an email opt-in and lead generation plugin, Schema Pro for schema markup, WP Portfolio to showcase your portfolio professionally, Ultimate add-ons for Elementor, which is a suite of third-party plugins and add-ons for Elementor, and more to come. Now, I know all of that has a cost, but honestly, if you just sell one website, you will have more than made your return on investment back. That's why I love lifetime plans. Pay once, reap forever. Just one website. Think about that. If you want to see it for yourself, just check the affiliate link in the description of this video. Now, if you don't have money to get started, or if you are skeptical, the good news is that both Astra and Elementor come with free versions that allow you to create great looking websites. It's just that some features won't be activated, but at least you can get started, and once you've made some money, you can always get the Pro versions. And if you want to support my channel, you can get those through my links. And I want to end this video on this very point. It's okay to look for free tools. We all are free, right? I know I do. But once you're in business, you actually need to change your mentality, because free is not always good. In the case of Astra and Elementor, you can be confident that they will support their free versions as long as they're in business with their pro plans. But in case of enthusiasts that build and offer free plugins, with no financial means backed up by premium products or services, I'd stay away from it, especially on your customers' websites, because just imagine that those plugins stop being supported, which happens all the time, by the way, and your client's website stop working. Who will you turn to? On top of features, support and updates is really what we pay for in premium products and services. So to wrap this up, here's my advice. If you have no budget, start with free tools made by well-established companies that you're confident will not disappear tomorrow, and when you can, purchase their premium version. Now, if you have a budget, get one of these combos that I mentioned, or even both if you can, and watch how your work becomes easier and faster. So I hope that this video encouraged you to start your own website creation services, and if there are some aspects that you'd like me to talk about deeper, please let me know in the comments of this video. Now, did you already start selling your website creation services? And if yes, what challenges are you going through? Let me know in the comments. And by the way, you'll find the companion blog article with all the links on my website, kickstart.com. So I've put a direct link in the description of this video. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really helps growing this channel. And if you know anyone who could benefit from this video, please share it now. Now, if you want to brand, market, and grow your business in the digital age, then make sure you subscribe and smash the notification bell so that you never miss a share of digital alchemy. And if you're interested in tips, tools, services, and case studies that can help you grow your business online, then go to kcino.com/newsletter and subscribe to my email newsletter. So I hope to see you in the next video. And in the meantime, do you know what time it is? I think you do. It's time to invest
in your success.